Hello folks, welcome back to my channel. The last time we looked ahead to Major League Baseball's upcoming free agent market was right after the July 30th trade deadline, which was perhaps premature on our part. Well, much has changed since then, and now the offseason is only weeks away. So, right now is a good moment for a fresh round of predictions. 2021 to 22 MLB free agency is loaded with plenty of exciting young talent and future Hall of Fame pitchers who are still throwing at an elite level. We'll update our MLB free agent rankings throughout the offseason. 1. Carlos Correa, SS, age 27, former team Astros, initial rank 1. Initial prediction Tigers, revised prediction Tigers. Correa put to rest any lingering concerns after his down 2020 season with a superb year in 21, during which he set career bests in home runs, walk rate, and strikeout rate. He did that while ranking among the top shortstops in outs above average, and his career numbers in the postseason should set him up for an enormous payday this winter. We'll stick with our initial call on having Correa reunite with former Astros manager A.J. Hinch in Detroit. 2. Freddie Freeman, 1B, age 32, former team Braves, initial rank 3. Initial prediction Braves, revised prediction Braves. Freeman could not have elevated his stock any higher as he enters free agency for the first time. He followed up his 2020 MVP campaign with another stellar season at the plate, capping it off by leading the Braves to their first World Series title in 26 years. Freeman has missed a total of 7 games over the last 4 seasons, and he's had an OPS plus of 132 or better in each of the last 9 years. Given how much Freeman has meant to Atlanta for the past 12 years, it was pretty surprising to see the Braves leave him on the market ahead of the lockout. 3. Chris Bryant, 3B divided by of, age 30, former team Giants, initial rank 5. Initial prediction Mets, revised prediction Mariners. Bryant put a miserable, injury-plagued 2020 season behind him with a strong 21 that places him in a favorable position to hit the open market. Bryant's walk and strikeout rates returned to his career norms, and he reached double-digit steals for the first time since his rookie year, doing so at a strong success rate. Bryant spent more time in the outfield than at third base for the first time in his career, and it will be interesting to see how teams view him defensively and whether he projects to play at the hot corner long term. Wherever he plays on the diamond, he's a safe bet to remain an all-star caliber bat. Even after reeling in Al Cy Young winner Robbie Ray to head up their pitching staff and trading for all-star infielder Adam Frazier, the Mariners are still projected by Spotrac to carry a payroll around $70 million. That's $20 million lower than last season's figure, and GM Jerry Dipoto has already said he's been given the green light by management to increase payroll. Age 29, former team Rockies, initial rank 6. Initial prediction Rangers, revised prediction Astros. Story's player profile has a lot to like. He's been durable, is at least a solid defender with good power and speed, and his strikeout rate has declined in each of the past 2 seasons to a career low 23.4% in 2021. Story saw a steep decline in BABIP this year, with a .293 clip after a career mark of .347 before this year. That's likely tied to a dip in line drives and uptick in ground balls, though his average exit velocity and barrel rate were mostly in line with his career marks. A mechanical adjustment could be the remedy there and would likely elevate Story back to his all-star form. Houston may not want to shell out the cash necessary to retain Correa, but Story would represent a nice consolation prize for a team currently projected to defend the AL Championship with Aledmys Diaz at shortstop. 5. Nick Castellanos, RF, age 30, former team Reds, initial rank 11. Initial prediction White Sox, revised prediction Padres. Castellanos enters free agency coming off a career year at the plate, setting new highs in home runs and WRC+ while posting his lowest strikeout rate. Castellanos has always punished lefties, but he hit righties just as well in 21, posting nearly identical splits. Sluggers of his profile who don't project well defensively will benefit from the expected adoption of the designated hitter in the National League. San Diego needs another bat after its offense collapsed in the second half, and Castellanos would fit the bill. 6. Clayton Kershaw, SP, age 34, former team Dodgers, initial rank 13. Initial prediction Dodgers, revised prediction Dodgers. As has been the case for the last several seasons, the left-hander was effective when he was able to get on the mound in 2021, even if his 3.55 ERA represents his worst since his rookie year in 8. Kershaw missed 2 months while dealing with left elbow and forearm inflammation, returned in mid-September but then left his oct. One start with the same issue and didn't pitch in the postseason. A return to Los Angeles is still possible even though Kershaw wasn't extended a qualifying offer. 7. Seiya Suzuki, of age 27, former team, Hiroshima, initial rank 17, initial prediction, A's, revised prediction, Rangers. After starring for Nippon Professional Baseball for the past 6 seasons, Suzuki is ready to make the leap overseas. In 133 games last season, he hit a career-high 38 home runs with a .319 divided by .436 divided by .640 line. Over the past 3 years, Suzuki has more walks than strikeouts and 91 home runs in 391 games. Suzuki is a right-handed hitter who spent some time in the infield during his career, but has played exclusively in the outfield since 2015 and projects as a right fielder after winning his 5th NPB Gold Glove there last season. Though strikeout rates in NPB are not as high as in MLB, Suzuki's modest 16.4% strikeout rate since 18 is an impressive mark for a power hitter of his caliber. After the Rangers signed Semien and Seager, we said the team's path to contention would depend on who would follow those two to Arlington. If Suzuki settles in the Lone Star State to fill one of the Rangers' outfield spots, they'd be well on their way. 8. Michael Conforto, RF, age 28, former team, Mets, initial rank 20. Initial prediction, Marlins. Revised prediction, Reds. Conforto was one of several Mets hitters who lost the plot at the plate last season. He also took a marked step back in the field after leading all outfielders with 6 assists in 2020, but he won't turn 30 until March 23rd. And some teams will be willing to bet on the 20 All-MLB second-team outfielder. Conforto was also one of only 5 hitters who slashed at least .300 divided by .400 divided by .500 in the pandemic-shortened campaign. The others were Juan Soto, Freeman, Marcell Ozuna, and DJ LeMahieu. It could make sense for the former first-round pick to reestablish his value on a 1-year pact. 9. Carlos Rodon, SP, age 29, former team, White Sox, initial rank 21, initial prediction, Cardinals, revised prediction, Red Sox. Rodon finally put everything together in 2021, showing why he was the No. 3 pick in the 14 draft. The only issue, as has been the case for virtually his entire career, was durability. Shoulder issues limited him to just 24 starts, and he didn't pitch more than 5 innings in any of his outings after July 18th. A team that signs Rodon would be wise to not do so in the hopes he'll make 30 starts per year, as his track record does not portend such a development. As he nears his 30 seconds, 10. Kyle Schwarber, OF, DH, age 29, former team, Red Sox, initial rank 22, initial prediction, Red Sox, revised prediction, Dodgers. Schwarber reached his final form this year. You may remember him single-handedly keeping the Nationals in contention by tying an MLB record with 16 home runs in a calendar month, all of which occurred over an 18-game span between June 12th and June 29th. He injured his hamstring just a few days later, earned his first career All-Star nod, and was traded before the deadline to Boston, where he was even better than he was in Washington by most metrics. The former No. 4 pick ranked 10th in WRC plus among players with at least 450 plate appearances, ahead of sluggers like Max Muncy, Castellanos, and Yordan Alvarez. The main blemish on his outlook is that it's clear his time to permanently slide to DH is approaching. This is a guy who accounted for -3 defensive runs saved at first base in just 10 games there with the Red Sox. This is all for today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, then leave a like, and if you are new, then don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for the future updates. See you till the next video. Thank you for watching.